What's up, guys? Jeff here, Mad Hatter's Reef, and today is Friday. It's Friday for me. You'll watch this on Friday, but it's Friday for me, even though it's not Friday during the week as of the recording of this video. I mean, you guys deal with multiverses and all that stuff. You can deal with my craziness on Friday. So being that it is Friday for me and you, maybe not, because you might be watching this on and see we're getting back in the hole again. We don't want to get back in the hole. We're out of the hole. Let's stay out of the hole. So being that it is Friday, I am trying to get everything done before I take the day off tomorrow to do some shopping because the little man's birthday is this weekend and we're taking him down to the New England Aquarium. So that should be a pretty good time. But I got a couple things to do. I got to price out some fish. I got to do some maintenance, a couple water changes, and I got a good update on the system on the back, which we were talking about in the last video. The alkalinity that was at 7.8 has recovered. We hit 9.8, and then I just didn't dose anything to see what would happen over the course of a day, and we used up about 1 DKH. So I dosed 250 mils, mixed a little bit more dense than what we were doing originally, and that bumped us up to 8.8 after the initial day of just letting it ride out. So I got actually a little notepad here. If you can't keep up with my ramblings, I'll share with you. All right, so on the 6th, we got a reading of 9.6, and that was after a few days of not actually getting what I wanted for results as far as dosing and testing and all that stuff. It took us, about 4 days to get back up to about that. Then I didn't do anything. I didn't dose anything overnight. We dropped to 8.6, so we dropped 1 DKH in about a 24-hour period. Then that night I dosed 200 mils of alkalinity, and that put us at 8.8. So instead of dropping another 1 DKH overnight, we maintained pretty well with that 200 mils. So I'm pretty happy with those results as far as maintaining and staying in about the ballpark where I want to stay. Granted, I'm going to be out of the store for the next 2 days, so I need to make sure that there's a little bit more in there than I typically would put in there because I don't expect my guys to dose alkalinity while I'm out of the store. I'm liking what we got going on here. I might sneak in here Friday night and dose some alkalinity to a couple systems just to make sure that they're staying on track because we're seeing some really good growth in that tank out back. But as far as for those of you that watched the last video and we're concerned about the alkalinity, we're back on track. We got it where we want it. As long as I continue to keep dosing about 200 mils per night, and as long as we're consistently mixing the alkalinity correctly, we should keep getting these results, as long as the growth doesn't just explode in the tank. So that's always something that you're up against as well. Now this system right here is my baby right now. Now, like, if I could take anything home here at the store, this would be the tank. This is a custom aquarium, all glass. Probably one of the most well-built custom aquariums I think I've ever seen. We bought this as a breakdown. It was kind of a mixed tank, and it has slowly become a softy tank. And for me to absolutely love a softy tank, that's unusual for me. But there are some corals in here that I need to take some photos of. We got some Yoda zoanthids there. We got some moonbeams up there. I don't have those on the site yet. And then I need to do some fragging. The glass is dirty right now, but we got some tiles. We got some Jurassic Parks. Not 100% certain what those guys are. Some Snow Whites, Gatorades, Fruit Loops, Super Scion. I'll say it the way I want to. And then the Emeralds on fire. Some Rastas. We got some fragging to do. And then we have this right here. That needs to get fragged up. That is my OG, which looks tucked up under there, but it is probably doubled in size since I've moved it into the system. It's doing pretty well for me. So it seems like softies have definitely done well in this custom 100-gallon aquarium. Yep. Tons and tons of zoanthids in here, doing very well for us. And we got some stuff that we need to frag out for sure. Stuff grown in the racks that came from the previous owner. Still haven't had the heart to chop up that rack, but we got some zoanthids that we need to get on the website today. We also got some stuff that we need to frag, so we got that on the list for today as well. So a lot of things to do, get through, get done, so I can get the store in the place that I want it to be in, you know, for the next couple of days of me not being here. All right, so we got an order that is going out to Mr. Bjorn, and he ordered himself a 16-ounce bottle of pods, and we culture our pods in-house. We bottle them in-house, so we're gonna get this package put together and shipped out to him. I like to put a little bit of electrical tape around it just to help that seal. And shipping. Another bag. Pretty good. Use the old 8x8. And because it's really nice and warm out, sorry about all that. We're not going to have to worry about heat, cooling. They're going to do pretty good for us just as the weather that they're going in. Bjorn, thank you so much for the order. We'll get that out for you. Even though it's this late in the week, we got 2 days shipping, so that package should be out to you very shortly. Thanks again for the order. Appreciate it. All right, so we got everything that we needed to get knocked out, done. Our honeydew list is completed. We're closed up for the night. We are fed. Everybody has a full tummy, and now it is time to basically close up the store. We're technically closed, but basically do the last couple of things before I leave for the night, and ultimately what that is dosing Alkalinity. So our 100-gallon system that we have here is not getting any Alkalinity. I got some last night. We've been doing like every 2 days with that system. It doesn't use up a whole lot, being mostly that it is soft corals in there. But our big tank out back, our lights have shut out for the night. So nothing is super exciting looking right now, but that's about the time that we want to get our Alkalinity rolling. So basically all we have to do with that is fill up our bag here. I've been doing 250 mils per night, and that seems to be the sweet spot to maintain the level of DKH that I'm looking for in that system. But being that I'm not going to be here for 2 days, I'm going to up that a little bit. We're going to go another 100 mils, and that's still not going to raise it up. You know, you don't want to go more than 1 DKH higher than where you're at in a 24-hour period. And I still feel like we'll be under that mark with the consumption rate that happens in that tank. Granted that there isn't much alkalinity absorption that's happening at night, but that is the last thing that we need to do before we get out of here for the night, so let's get that knocked out. It did spill a little, and if I don't get that cleaned up before I leave, it's gonna look like there's a big old pterodactyl in the store relieving himself. So we're just under 300. I feel comfortable with that. It's not, you know, like 350. That'd be quite a lot, especially at the density in which I'm mixing it.